It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Rams and the Ravens next on...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On second down, here's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there, and it'll bring up third down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit to come...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. They run once more with Edwards. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start first and 10. Stafford now to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. chip shot here. The kick by Marr is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. On the counter, Mitchell. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Throwing again is Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
On the screen, this is Evans. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
They'll run here with Akers. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Stafford. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The defensive strategy on that particular play just came from the outside.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the step this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson running again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. The tackle there by John Johnson. The Ravens at 11-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where the open boot fell.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That one into the hands of Flowers. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Now it's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Still on his feet. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. On the option right is Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. This pass caught by Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jackson from the shotgun.
some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Stafford.
That is caught.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Going right back to Akers.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Rams ready to go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play.
Stafford now to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Stafford on first down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, and Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also